you. Thanks everyone for coming to tonight's show. This is Julia Anderson with Real Talk. For Black History Month, we are going to give little-known historical facts about, well, Black history. Sitting in our chair tonight is Dr. Brianna Jackson. Welcome to our show, Dr. Jackson.
Thank you for having me here.
Tell us a little about yourself.
I have a PhD in African Studies with an emphasis on world history.
And who are you going to talk about today?
I am going to present to you comedian, actor, writer Bill Cosby.
Please continue.
William Henry Cosby Jr. was born on July 12, 1937. His mother was a maid and his father was in the Navy. Bill was one of 4 sons. Bill was seen as the class clown and didn't always take his studies seriously. Failing the 10th grade, he dropped out of school and eventually joined the Navy. Cosby worked in physical therapy with severely injured sailors. He quickly saw what was important in life and felt that he needed to further his education. Bill took a correspondence course and got his high school diploma. He won a track and field scholarship to Temple University.
So that's why he wore Temple University sweatshirts and hid the track race at Temple on The Cosby Show.
Cosby worked as a bartender and using humor, was able to increase his tips. He eventually got on stage to make people laugh. He married his wife Camille on January 25, 1964, and together they had 5 children. 4 girls and a boy. This off-screen family would be the basis of his on-screen family. Seeing his comedy career grow, Bill left Temple and did comedy full-time, playing shows in New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, and Washington, D.C. But it was his appearance on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson that would change his life.
People might not know this, but Carson helped a lot of Black people get their first breaks in show business.
That is true. And this appearance led to Warner Brothers signing Bill to make a comedy album titled Bill Cosby is a Very Funny Fellow. Right. What set Bill Cosby apart from other Black comedians of the day was his ability to make you laugh without cussing. And to this day, there are still few comics who have this skill.
I can think of a handful of comedians who have that skill. Sinbad, Marsha Warfield, and Ellen DeGeneres. People underestimate being able to make people laugh without cussing or using N-bombs.
In 1965, I Spy came out with Cosby being the first Black man to star in a television drama. He along with Robert Culp were mainstays in the top 10 television shows during that time. Bill would receive 3 consecutive Emmys for his performance as Alexander Scott.
This was a groundbreaking show for its time.
Bill Cosby never stopped doing stand-up and began creating a children's show called Fat Albert.
Hey hey hey. On Saturdays, no one was outside until after Fat Albert and Soul Train went off.
No doubt about it. Cosby would enroll in the University of Massachusetts and received his master's. He also filmed segments of the PBS show The Electric Company, helping kids with their reading skills.
Yeah, at that time, when kids watch TV, we watch PBS, Electric Company, and Sesame Street were what we watched.
Bill also began doing movies including Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again, and A Piece of the Action. All 3 movies were huge hits with Black and white audiences alike.
To this day, let one of those movies come on TV, I still watch them.
In 1984, Cosby created The Cosby Show, which was an immediate hit. This show is credited with single-handedly bringing back the situation comedy. Shows like Family Ties, Who's the Boss, Growing Pains, The Wonder Years, Roseanne, and Mr. Belvedere all came after The Cosby Show. Even Married with Children can be traced back to The Cosby Show.
Yeah, I remember there being nothing but cop shows and dramas prior to The Cosby Show.
Cosby helped finance Malcolm X when Spike Lee came to him seeking money to complete the movie.
I remember hearing about that.
Big on education, Cosby caused a stir at the celebration of the 50th anniversary of Brown vs. the Board of Education, when he said far too many black people put sports, fashion, and acting hard in higher esteem than education, self-respect, and self-improvement.
Well, that may not have been the place to say it, but he damn sure spoke the truth.
Cosby still speaks about problems in the black community and calls black people out because of what we are or are not doing.
Yup, Bill Cosby has been a true elder in the community. Thank you, Dr. Jackson, for the presentation on Dr. Cosby.
Thank you for having me here today.
I want to thank you all for coming to the show. This is Julia Anderson with Real Talk. Bye-bye.